Dada, the last week I have been happier than ever before. And I'll tell you the reason for my happiness. When Rajan Navani called me and gave me the opportunity of having this interaction with you, the last 1 week I have been like a person newly in love. I've had butterflies in my stomach. I don't think I felt like this when I was newly married also. But now my problem is, what will I do tomorrow morning? Once it's over, how am I going to find the same happiness when I wake up tomorrow? How do we find a new thing every day to be happy about?
Let that be the first question.
Yes, please.
To be happy throughout the day, let us begin the day in the right way. We just get up, go and wash our face. That is not the way. When we get up for a minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, think of God. Thank God. Who was the one who took your care when you were sleeping? You were not working. Who was taking care of you? Who was the one who gave you such beautiful dreams? If you begin the day thus, the entire day will be spent in the right way. In the beginning, you may have some difficulty, but keep on doing it. And every day will be a day of happiness.
Dada, you said happiness is an inner state of mind. Is it measurable? Is it quantifiable? Is it something that can be measured?
Because it is not material, it cannot be measured. But you can feel it. And people around you can feel it. You will be more considerate. You will be more patient. You will be less apt to be angry. Your entire life will change. Your reaction to everything that happens to you will change. And people will tell you what has happened to you. What is the cause?
But you also said in your talk that you cannot look for happiness outside. You have to find it within. So how do we find this connect between the outside and finding it within? You said if you look for it, you will spend a lifetime looking for it. So do we work at happiness, or it is an inherent quality?
It is both. It is both. Because we live in a material world, everything depends on matter, partly or wholly. So happiness also depends, but it depends partly, very partly. Yes.
Dada, is always being happy practical? Isn't sadness important too, to realize the value of happiness? Isn't being in a state of melancholy also equally important?
It happens. You don't do it. It happens. And if you are happy, those around you are happy. Because you send out vibrations of happiness around yourself. This world, this earth, was meant to be a happy place. But we have made it unhappy.
Dada, you spoke earlier about forgiveness, forgetting and forgiving and moving on. I wanted to ask you, how is it possible to be happy for somebody who has hurt you? It is so difficult to be happy for somebody who has been nasty to you or done something wrong to you.
I could tell you from my experience, supposing you have hurt me, I don't blame you. I say to myself, perhaps in an earlier birth I had hurt you, and that hurt has come back. So the balance is being maintained, and I feel happy that the load that I carry has been reduced. I actually feel happy when somebody hurts me. You can try it. You hurt me now.
Dada, I would never do that. I cannot imagine doing that. But I think that was a very important tip.
And you actually feel happy. Yes.
So, Dada, I wanted to know that have there been times and instances in your life when you have been unhappy?
I have many experiences of being unhappy, but then I have explained to myself that everything that happens according to the will of the Lord. And God, the Lord, is my Father, my Mother. He is my everything. He will not send me an experience which is meant to hurt me. There must be some meaning in the experience that has come to me. And then I become happy again. It doesn't take any time.
Dada, sometimes I'm sure there are a lot of people in the world who have everything. At least superficially, it seems like they have everything. A good family, material wealth, a good career, and yet they are unhappy. And yet they are discontent. And sometimes there are some people who have nothing but still seem to be very content.
They are unhappy. The reason that they are unhappy is that they are ego dominated. Once you don't listen to your ego self, you become happy. It is the ego that makes me compare my condition with your condition. And it is this comparison that makes most people unhappy.
And that's why I think the cycle of wanting more.
Yes.
So how does one shed ego?
We have
It's
to be
such an inherent human quality.
We have to thank God at every step in every round of life. If only we stopped complaining and started a new cycle of thanking God, we would be among the happiest of people on earth. Just try it. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. When you eat your food, do you thank God? And yet remember, half the population of the earth, they don't get enough food to eat. You have every reason to thank God, but you don't thank Him. If only you do this one thing, thank you God, thank you God. There is a simple prayer which we offer when food comes to us. What do we say? Thank you God for the food I eat. Thank you God for the friends I meet. Thank you God for the song I sing. Thank you God for everything. And we are happy. And how long did it take? A few seconds. We get 1440 minutes in a day and night cycle. If we gave a few minutes back to God, it would not be unfair.